Assalamualaikum and a very good day, madam. My name is Nur Anshatul Atika and I'm from Group 5. For today's presentation, we are going to discuss about election in Malaysia along with my other fellow members. My other group members, Sri Subhashini, Hemashindi and Kavita. The Malaysian government system is based on the parliamentary democratic system with a constitutional monarchy headed by Yang di-Pertuan Agong as the king. Parliamentary democracy means government carried out by the representation according to the federal constitution, or it also known as the process of holding election to choose a government. The Malaysian government is formed through the election that held every 5 years. Elections in Malaysia are conducted by the Election Commission that was formed on 4th September 1957 under Article 114 of the Constitution of Malaysia. The Election Commission has full power in the election process from the beginning till the end. The Election Commission is an independent body from the governmental oversight. It cannot be manipulated by any political party, government bodies or judiciary or individual. Members of Election Commission are personally appointed by Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Furthermore, members of Election Commission are not a government official and not allowed to hold any other position.
Hello and good day. Today I will talk about the type of election in Malaysia. There are two levels of election in Malaysia, which is the national and state level. The national level election is held to determine membership in the Dewan Rakyat, House of Representatives, and the lower House of Parliament. The state level elections are held to determine membership in various state legislative assemblies. At the national level, voters participate in election to elect 222 member House of Representatives of the bicameral parliament practice in Malaysia. Members are elected from single member constituents who are selected based on the first part of the post system. The majority of the House of Representatives from the federal government in Malaysia. The general election is held at least once every 5 years as stipulated in the Constitution of Malaysia. The Prime Minister may ask Yang di-Pertuan Agong to dissolve the parliament in any time before the 5-year period expires. The general election takes a period to complete at less than 2 months in West Malaysia and 3 months in Sabah and Sarawak after dissolution of the parliament. The state level election is held to elect representatives to the state legislative assembly. The number of representatives in different states may vary, with as many as 71 electors on Sarawak and 50 in Perlis. Members are also elected from single-member constituents selected based on the FVTP system. The party that forms the majority of the state assembly will from the state government. Most of the time, state election is held together with the parliamentary election, but each state can decide when to hold its election. This because the assemblies at the state level are under the purview of the respective state ruled or governed on the advice of the state chief minister. Another type of election is called by-election. This is held in the respective constituency when a member of the Parliament of State Assembly dies, resigns, or is disqualified from holding a seat. The condition for by-election is that the vacancy happen during the first 2 years of the general election as elected the current Parliament or State Assembly. Otherwise, the seat is left vacant until the next general election.
As my part, I'm going to talking about procedure and requirement of election. First is procedure. Election Commission held because of Article 113 in Clause 1, Federal Law of Malaysia. The subject of provision of federal law to the elections that mentions in Article 114, which explain constitution of Election Commission, which also known as the guideline of Election Commission. Second is Article 140 in paragraph 2 mention the Yang di-Pertuan Agong must take into account the significance of establishing an election commission that has the support of the general public when choosing its members. Third is in Article 115, paragraph 1 and 2 explain that the Yang di-Pertuan Agong must give its consent before the election commission can hire any number of people on any terms and under any circumstances. Number 4 is in Article 116 in paragraph 1 for the election of members to the House of Representatives, a unit of review shall be divided into constituencies in accordance with the provisions contained in the 13th schedule. The next is requirement of election in Malaysian Constitution. Every citizen must be vote who has attained the age of 21 years on the qualifying date is resident in a constituency on such as qualifying date, or if not so, a resident is an absent voter and is under the provisions of any law relating to elections, register in the electoral roll as an elector in the constituency in which he resides on the qualifying date. That's all from me.
Hi and have a good day. So my part will be the voters and candidates. So firstly is the voters. For the voters, the election commission is also responsible for the registration of new voters and managing the voters already registered. It also collects information on newly developed areas to ensure the fair representation of voters in each constituency, promotes awareness on how important it is to vote, and revises the electoral roll by deleting the name of those who are dead or have been disqualified. On polling day, EC members and officers will be stationed at polling centers nationwide to oversee the process. The process will be the first is election commission choose the date of the election, and secondly will be the nomination day. Third is manifesto preparation. Fourth is campaign. Fifth is announce the place for vote counting. Sixth is election day. Seven is vote counting, and eight is result announcement. So the can for the candidate is any Malaysian citizen can be registered as a candidate as long as they are not disqualified. He or she does so by filling the appreciate forms and placing a monetary deposit. The deposit was RM 5,000 to contest a parliamentary seat, or RM 3,000 to contest a state assembly seat. This amount was changed to 10,000 and RM 5,000 respectively in 2004. Additionally, in 2004, it was required that each candidate provide 5,000 deposit for cleaning up the banners and the posters after the election. This increase seen by some as having led to the government winning a record number of seats without contest in 2004. Like 17 parliamentary seats were won without contest. The deposit is used to pay for infringement of election law and is returned after polling day unless the candidate lose or fails to garner more than 1 over 8 of the vote. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Conclusion: Malaysia is a developing nation where there are different in the economic, social, and other advancement between the state, district, and regions. Having an elected system that represents specific constituent is crucial. Elections are held for the purpose of establish a democratic government. It giving the people the choice to determine a government that can make the wishes for the people, and creating intact government system by obtaining the mandate to implement the government machinery. In another word, the Malaysian election is to elect their representative in the legislative council. The party that win the most seats will form the government. Besides that, the function of election commission are also important to make sure the process and procedure of the election day runs smoothly. That's all from ours about the election in Malaysia. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Bye.